Good morning. This is my 21st video of the series and still talking about communication. Have you ever been in a situation where you felt completely helpless? Like for yourself, for somebody else, perhaps with a family member or somebody that you know, a really good friend, where you've been in a situation where they're so low and so suffering and you literally don't know what to do to help them. I have. And in that situation, I became very anxious because it was a family member. And I can remember that I sat with them, which is probably the best thing to do when somebody's really, really low, is to just give them the opportunity to know that somebody's there with them. So I think that is the best thing to do when somebody's really down. But I can remember feeling so unable to do anything, but at the same time wanting to find out what I could do to help that person. So what did I do? I searched out a course and it was CBT, because I knew that these CBT worked very well with behavior and mental processes. So I decided to find a CBT course, and that's what I learned. And what did I find the most useful part of my course that I did, which was with Kane Ramsey on ecology, was the cognitive biases, cognitive distortions. So cognitive biases were first brought up by or discovered by Kahneman, and cognitive distortions by Aeron T Becks, which you can go and find a book on these subjects. And I really recommend that everybody does this, because you will learn what's going off in your mind. You know, before we learn, I started to observe patterns and ways of behaving with people, but I wasn't sure why they behaved like that. So I think I did that a long time ago. I could identify people's patterns, but I didn't understand what the mental process behind those patterns was, and how could I possibly know if I haven't had the information. So I learned CBT, and that just changed my life, because I started to understand myself and other people. And also through going through a course of coaching, I learned how to deal with those situations. So I learned how to say the right thing, make the right observations, ask questions that the person could start to think about their own processes and their own situations. And for me, communication, again, on the communication series, this has been the most important part of the communication process, is understanding my mind, understanding my thought processes, understanding where the beliefs come from, where the distortions are, what is reality and what is an abstract thing. So this has probably been the most important thing in my life. Understanding that has brought so much clarity to me. And in the last 4 or 5 years, everything in my life has transformed. So my family relationships are better now. My family members are starting to be critical with their own thought patterns and what's going on with themselves. They're starting to be curious. They're starting to learn. And it really has transformed their lives. At the same time, they are passing it on. So you see how the wave goes on. They're passing it on to their friends and people around them, this observation of their mind and realizing how it's affecting them. So it's probably the most important thing in communication. I highly recommend that you go and look up Aeron T Becks. He's done many books, and also Kahneman's biases, and a lot more things in the positive psychology, cognitive psychology reading. It's probably the best thing you would be able to do for yourself. So I'll leave you with that one today. I'm Sarah, the Awareness Mentor, and you'll find me, subscribe to my videos, and you'll find me on saralifecoach.org. Thank you.